Hey guys, it's time for the question of the week. And today's question comes from Facebook Messenger. And the question is, what is the difference between the twin flame journey and limerence? This is a very good question, but before I get into it, I just wanted to remind you to click the link below this video to find all of the different ways we have to support you along your journey, no matter your circumstances, situation, finances, or where you are on your journey. So, limerence. So I'm not going to pretend to be a psychotherapist or anything like that, but from what I can tell, the definition of limerence is being consumed with obsessive thoughts or fantasies about someone, basically being like really strong infatuation with someone. From what I've read, given I just Googled it, but from what I saw, it can be romantically and also not romantically. So that's the general definition of limerence. That's a psychological term, right? So it's generally used in terms of, therapy, psychoanalysis, things like that, things of the mind, right? So what I would say is, first of all, a twin flame journey, it causes people to enter a state of limerence. So people on the twin flame journey generally experience limerence. I would say they always do, but there's no absolutes. I don't like to speak in those, but they do. They experience limerence. But not everyone who experiences limerence is on a twin flame journey. And the reason for that is a couple things. So first of all, what I read, I'm not a psychotherapist, but what I read was that limerence, it lasts for, like 1 to 3 years-ish. It said like 12 to 36 months from what I saw. And then it stops. Obviously, if you're on the twin flame journey, it doesn't stop until you learn, what you're meant to learn on this journey. Your soul's not going to let up. So if the limerence is temporary and only lasts for a few years, then it's not as a result of the twin flame journey. Also, it's the cause of it. So supposedly limerence, they think it comes from, not being aware of past trauma. From what I could gather, again, I didn't do a lot of research on this. I just read over kind of really quickly what it was for the purposes of this video. But it comes from some kind of past, something in your past, some kind of trauma, right? Obviously, we know that the limerence type feelings that the twin flame journey, the obsessive thoughts of the twin flame journey causes people to experience is not a result of anything from the past. It's just a result of the fear-based push-pull energies. So that's another difference. The cause of the feelings, of the obsessive thoughts. Again, the twin flame journey, it's not about the mind. It transcends anything like that. So even though people on this journey could, have, past trauma that they're repressing or whatever, but the thing is, the work that you do on the level of the soul transcends any kind of psycho work you need to do in the mind, right? Because the soul transcends the mind. Having said that, however, we have everyone on this journey, the whole point is to get to love yourself, right? To love yourself, you must know yourself. And to know yourself, you have to see yourself. You have to be aware of yourself and who you truly are. And so what this journey does is I describe it as peeling through the layers of an onion to get to your true soul, the core of who you are, your true essence. You need to work through many layers. And as you progress along this journey, irrespective of what your twin flame is doing, saying, thinking, feeling, if they're magnetizing them in or not, you're going to encounter new and different layers of yourself that contain fear-based energy that you need to see, that you need to balance out and alchemize into love. And so many times, it's very common, people's past trauma things that they have repressed, we have so many students who this happens to, they've repressed past trauma, they suddenly remember it, or they become aware of it as a result of the work they do on this journey, which is a good thing because you have to bring it to light. Any trauma is fear, right? It's fear-based energy. We can agree, trauma is fear. So bringing it to light shines the light on it. Fear cannot exist in light because fear is synonymous with darkness and untruth. And light is synonymous with truth. And so fear and truth cannot coexist, just like fear and love cannot coexist, because love is also synonymous with truth, right? So if you bring it to light, when you see it, that's when you can alchemize that fear, balance it out. It gets transmuted into love energy due to the universal law of the perpetual transmutation of energy. It gets alchemized and transmuted into love energy. And then as that happens, you encompass, you shift more into the vibration of love, which is your true vibration, which is your soul, right? And of course, your twin flame. So I kind of digressed there, but to get back to the question, so limerence is a psychological term for obsession and I guess fantasizing about someone. And so that does happen as a result of the twin flame journey, but it's not from the same cause or from, and it's not for the same amount of time. Limerence, like I said, is temporary. Your twin flame, it's not gonna be temporary until you do something about it, right? Limerence, it's not, you're not meant to balance out fear-based, and I'm sure that helps. I'm sure that whatever we teach is going to help people deal with limerence from any reason, twin flame journey or not, because it's all fear-based energy, and it's all going to transmute the fear-based energy into love, which is obviously going to help everyone. But it's not your soul causing you to have to balance out your fear-based energy in order to get over or move on from the limerence, right? Limerence will end on its own, apparently. From what I've read about it, again, not a psychotherapist. So that's that answer. Thank you so much for the question. Please, you guys, keep submitting your questions. We will get to them in future videos, I promise. And have an amazing day and lots of love.